Hello, welcome to a new video. This is Ranking Doctor Who, and we're straight on to Season 4. Season 4 was actually broadcast from 1966 to 1967, and it's got 3 missing Doctor Who stories: The Smugglers, The Highlands, and Evil the Daleks, which has been rumoured to be coming out into the animation range next year. So to start it off with, because I can't really do much about The Smugglers, I'm going to talk about the 10th planet. So, straight on to the 10th planet, because I haven't really got The Smugglers on book or CD to rank. So this story was actually broadcast from the 8th to the 29th of October 1966, and this is William Hartnell's last ever Doctor Who story. This is the introduction story to the Cybermen and the home planet Mondas, which do get destroyed in this story. This episode is a 8 out of 10 for me. The Cybermen are a brilliant design. I love the Mondasian Cybermen. They are just so brilliant and really creepy in this one. And this is the bit where the Cybermen are introduced, and there is such a good Cyberman story. It is a brilliant one, but it's not as good as the next one from in the season. But this Cyberman is the one that introduces the Mondasian Cyberman, which these versions of the Cybermen do come into series 10, as you all know, in the Doctor Falls and World Enough in Time. And Hartnell is incredibly ill at this point. You can tell he's ill in a few episodes. So episode 4 is missing in this story, but the BBC animated it for the DVD release, and I'm really glad they did. So we've got all 4 parts of the 10th planet now complete on DVD range. But this story is an 8 out of 10. The Cybermen are brilliant. The destruction of Mondas is and again another good one. And this story is actually set in 1985, and it's just a good Doctor Who episode. It's a really good Doctor Who story. The Cybermen are brilliant in this. So straight into the next one. So next up, it is the Power of the Daleks, and this story is broadcast between the 5th of November to the 10th of December 1966, and this is an amazing 6-part Doctor Who story. This is Patrick this is Tron's very first Doctor Who story, and it is brilliant. It's really brilliant. You got the new Doctor against the Daleks, and it's so fantastically done. Now, unfortunately, this story is missing, and the BBC have animated this for 2 DVD releases. The Blu-ray range, which the one I've got on the side is Blu-ray, and you've got the black and white coloured version on DVD and Blu-ray, and that is just the DVD new edition one that was just released back in July. Now, this story is fantastic. I love the Daleks in this. The Daleks have got a plan, crashed on the planet Vulcan. And this is another good Dalek story. This is really good. Unfortunately, the Daleks' timeline with the Doctor is all muddled about through time and space. I don't know where about this is set in for the Doctor, really, or the Daleks, but this is the second Doctor's first ever story. The Daleks are brilliant. I love the Daleks in this. I love that animation where you got that scene go, exterminate, annihilate, destroy, Daleks have got to conquer, Daleks have got to conquer, and you got that scene of them coming out. It's just another brilliant Doctor Who scene, and the Daleks in this are truly amazing in this story. You can tell they're scary, you can tell they're horrifying, especially that bit where you got them scooping out Dalek mutants and putting them into Dalek casings, and the casings are just carrying on, and you got the Dalek army just building up and being released. It's another fantastic Doctor Who story, and this one is a 10 out of 10 for me. Power of the Daleks is literally bang on 10 out of 10. Amazing, fantastic, and of course one of the best Dalek stories of all eternity. So, because the Highlands is missing, I can't really rank that story because I've not really heard or read the book of it. But this story is the Underwater Menace was broadcast in So because the Highlands is missing, I can't really rank that story. So this is the Highlands, and this was broadcast from the 14th of January to the 8th of February 1967. And this is Jamie Rickerman's very first trip in the TARDIS. And this one has got 2 missing. To be honest, episode 2 and 3 exist because them 2 have been found recently. Episodes 1 and 4 have not even. This one ain't even a good DVD release. It's literally just got this for 2 episodes, and the rest are like picture to the soundtrack, really. But it's fine to sit down and listen to parts 1 and 4 and watch 1 and 2 and 3. But this story is a bit of a downer for me. I don't really like the Underwater Menace. It's not a really interesting Patrick Troughton story, really. This is his third story as the Doctor, and it's not really interesting for me. I find this one really, really boring and a bit dull and a bit, you know. So this one has got to be a 3 out of 10 for me. It's not a really interesting Doctor Who story, and this is one you don't really hear people talk about as much with the Troughton stories. So 3 out of 10, the Underwater Menace. So the next story is called The Moon Base, or if you look at the target number book, it's called Doctor Who and the Cybermen. But this story is fantastic. 10 out of 10. I love The Moon Base. It is literally brilliant all the way through. Especially, this is my favourite Troughton Cybermen story, followed closely after The Tomb of the Cybermen, and of course the invasion is straight after this story. This one is brilliant. You got Ben and Polly, when they realise they're fighting against the Cybermen again, you can tell they're not really happy to be there, because they remember from their experience with the Cybermen from the 10th planet with William Hartnell's Doctor. This story is absolutely amazing, 4 parts long. This is a base on Jacine story. You've got the Cybermen trying to destroy the moon's gravitron, trying to affect Earth. It's just another good cyber story. It's a really good Cyberman story. This is literally 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. And now episodes 1 and 4 I think are missing for the story. I know 2 stories have been animated. It's been a while since I watched The Moon Base, really. Again, this is another good Doctor Who story. I remember the plotline so brilliantly and well done. I just love it, and it's a good story. And then you've got someone infecting the sugar in the tin. It means the crew members come infected, and the Cybermen are trying to kill off the humans so they can invade the Earth. And the Doctor then tricks him with the moon's graviton beam, and he flings them off into space. And him, Ben and Polly, and Jamie McCrimmon going to the TARDIS to the next adventure. And this story is literally 10 out of 10. It's brilliant. I love The Moon Base. Is a fantastic cyber story. It's just fantastic and amazing to watch. Again, this is just another fantastic Doctor Who story. I really can't wait for. I might go, after doing this video, I might just go and watch The Moon Base. It is brilliant from what I remember. So The Moon Base, 10 out of 10. The next story is the Macra Terror, and this was broadcast from the 11th of March to the 1st of April 1967. And again, this is another animation story that done. This was brought because it was missing. And it is brilliant. Again, the Doctor has got to try and save the humans from the Macra, as the Macra enslaves the humans in this story. It is again another fantastic story, and the Macra do appear in New Who in Gridlock. But this is the very first time they appear in Doctor Who, and it's an amazing story. I do love the Macra Terror. This is another 10 out of 10 story. Troughton's performance as the Doctor is just superb, and yeah, Katie is animated, and it's so good that these missing stories are being animated for us to watch and enjoy, and I don't really mind it. The Macra Terror is literally 10 out of 10. I love it. It's just fantastic and brilliant and well done. And the Macra Terror, as I said, is just another great Doctor Who story. The Macra's very first appearance, and again, this is just another belter of a Troughton story. So coming up, so stay tuned next, as the next one is another good one. So the next Doctor Who story, and this is, again, has been recently animated. It is the Faceless Ones, and this was broadcast from the 8th of April to the 13th of May 1967. Again, this is another good one. I'm so glad this has been animated. Set in Gatwick Airport, you've got alien space called the Chameleons trying to invade the Earth again. It's just a good story, and this is, of course, Ben and Polly's last ever story with the Doctor, well, the second Doctor. They were, in fact, they were actually, Ben and Polly's actor and actress was actually contracted to do the evil of the Daleks, but they left in this story. It is another brilliant Doctor Who story. I love this one. All 6 parts have been animated. If I just show you the quickly booklet I get in the steelbook, it's just another good design. The Chameleon is a fantastic Doctor Who villain, a classic one to do, and I'm so glad they actually have animated this story. This actual Doctor Who story is literally bang on, 10 out of 10. It is truly amazing and epic, really, really good and fantastic to enjoy. Faceless Ones, 10 out of 10, bang on, 10 out of 10 for the Faceless Ones. And of course, this story was only released back in March. I am going to get the DVD version of this so I can slide it into the DVD ones. But the last ever story of season 4 is Evil of the Daleks, which is 7 episodes long. And unfortunately, I haven't got nothing to do with Evil of the Daleks. I ain't got the book, I ain't got the CD. But this story is coming out on DVD next year, apparently, in full animation. Evil of the Daleks, I really cannot wait to watch. So it means season 4 just needs the Smugglers and the Highlands to be fully animated next. So if I show you what season 4 looks like on the DVD so far, well, the DVD and the Blu-rays so far. So here is season 4 kind of on DVD and Blu-ray. So far we've got the 10th Planet, Power of the Daleks, the Underwater Menace, the Moon Base, the Macra, and the Faceless Ones, and soon to be Evil of the Daleks. So I really can't wait. I really can't wait for Evil of the Daleks. I mean, season 4 is nearly complete, just 2 more stories to be animated. So thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe and share my videos, and I hope you enjoy me ranking these Doctor Who seasons. So season 4 is a major average season for Doctor Who. So I have to say, it's not as, for me, well, so far it is season 2, season 4, season 1 and season 3 so far. So stay tuned for season 5, which has got a few more missing stories, but they're nearly hopefully they are nearly done, because it's just the only ones that are missing so far in that season is the Abominable Snowman, the Wheel in Space, and of course, right, it was Space Pirate, Fury from the Deep, but that's now done. We've only got 2 stories for that one to be animated next, Wheel in Space and the Abominable Snowman, which I've also been remembered. So please, thank you, enjoy this Doctor Who ranking video.